back to part 2 of episode 3, the paint over. So, I know I said we were gonna finish this bottom part. I did have plans for the letters down here. We're gonna wrap that up real quick. We're gonna just, what I'm gonna do is continue with the color spectrum theme and basically just wrap around. Start with here. We'll do a darker blue, and then we're just gonna skip each letter going through, and then we'll do these leaves here. So, probably wondering, I already got the paints all nice and ready. Look at that. Now I ran it. This was risky doing this. See, it's risky doing that. But I got them all. I got everything we need here. If I need more, I'll put more in. We're basically just gonna be using the 2 brushes, these, to do these leaves. We're gonna do them. I was thinking a purple and a green because, well, you may be wondering what inspired me to do a paint over. Well, obviously, novice painting, you know, it's very little skill required. So hey, it's like an adult coloring book, like I said. See, look at it, it's already getting freaking almost mixed, but it's okay because we'll take from, you know, there's plenty there. So, purple and green for these leaves. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do just do a purple, or actually, yeah, no, a green, purple, green, yeah. So, and I'll just kind of alternate, just kind of have them matching, like so. Because, well, purple and green remind me of the Joker. So, and one of my favorite movies of all time. Well, it was what inspired this, really, like I said, is the scene. Just grabbing some brushes. I got a multitude of brushes for the letters down here. They should fit quite well. We're gonna jump right into it. So we're gonna go with the just the regular blue here and do this D right down here. So, yeah, there was the scene in 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton, which is my favorite Batman, quite frankly, and it had Jack Nicholson as the Joker. And there was this point in the movie where he strategically put some type of knockout gas into the museum that perfectly knocks everyone out for the perfect amount of time for him to come in there and do his own repaints. I mean, he was repainting classic paintings. I didn't know any of them. I didn't see any that I really recognized, but like there wasn't any like Mona Lisa's or anything, but of course that doesn't really exist in Batman's world, right? But so, you know, come to find out, at the very end, this gas actually was killing people, so it's kind of dark, but still top five all time for me. So we'll go ahead and put that one in the wash, that brush, we put it in the soapy water. So we're gonna move on to this next brush, and we're gonna go, so I have the colors lined up here so I don't mess up. So the next one, after the blue, it's a turquoise. So I already messed up. That was supposed to be Ocean Breeze. So, you know what, it's okay. Let's just go for it. Who's even really gonna notice, really? Actually, we're gonna let that dry and I'm gonna paint over because I'm gonna notice it. And I'm really going for this really synchronicity with this color spectrum deal. So, we're gonna let that dry and we'll get back to that on the Ocean Breeze. So, we'll go ahead and skip to, it's sort of a, I think it's just called, it's baby blue. It's just straight up baby blue. So, baby blue. See, now I forget where I freaking put this thing. Yeah, it's in here. This is baby blue. Yeah, there was still some freaking turquoise or Ocean Breeze, but it's okay. Forgive me, peanut butter, for not being on point with my
colors here. But it's, again, not much painting. It's not an excuse, but you know, I'm going for synchronicity with. So we'll get back to that with the ocean breeze, of course. I think these are filling in nicely. So I'll go ahead and rinse, put that in soapy water. You know what else is great about the Batman 1989 with Michael Keaton? It's the soundtrack by Prince. You know, it wasn't the Danny Elfman did the music. They even used it for the freaking cartoon. It was so good, apparently. But Prince, he did like, it's like back dance. I mean, it was very erotic. It was weird, but we'll cover that in the future here. So, pale blues. We're gonna go to what the colorists call Atlantic. Apparently this is called Atlantic. See, look at that. It's kind of cool, but it's not going to affect us. Just we gotta brush that paint off our shoulder. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're getting globular because it's okay. You see, his painting's a little wobbly because, well, we got a pretty solid load here on the easel. I'm a little more steady without the Juan Valdez running through my veins, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and get that in the rinse. Pretty soon that D should be dry. Once that D's dry, yeah, we can put some more, we'll cover that up with the ocean breeze. So we're gonna skip right over to the G. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. So, what's the next color? You can't see, but I can, and it's primary blue, the one we freaking messed up on. Cause I got too ahead of myself. I was like that, the Joker in the freaking museum, just willy-nilly, just doesn't matter. I just spray this Caesar bust or whatever it was. So, you know, it'd be nice if every other word was just like an I. Then we could just go like up and down. See, it's tricky. I'm trying to do too many things at once. So we'll get serious here. And put down the palette, man. Put down the palette. It's my First Amendment right to not put down my palette. How dare you? Where's your supervisor? I said, I'm gonna start going on a rant here. So bear with me, but if you tuned into part 1, well, you would know we went to that one girl's house. So, you know, there was a lot of cat hair, and I know it sounds like, you know, it sounds like typical or something, like, well, that's stereotypical, but, well, it was true. I'm just telling the truth. Just telling the truth. That's all I'm doing. So I'm getting those prepared for the next round. All right, so the next color, the primary blue is, it's just straight purple. Just straight purple. So, like I said, so there's the just straight purple and there's princess purple. So yeah, the princess purple is, yeah. So for some reason they gotta equate purple to princesses. I mean, purple is just kind of mean to royalty anyway, in general, right? Could be a Prince purple. Why not Prince purple? See, Prince purple. See, Prince purple. It makes total sense. That was synchronicity right there because I was talking about it. Talking about the good old Prince Batman soundtrack. everyone should experience at some point. Don't watch it along with your movie, because wow, really messing that one up. That's disastrous. But it's cool because we're going for interesting. Yes, it looks like a number one, but that could be interpreted as being one. You know, see? You go with the flow, you roll with the punches, you never give up. Word life. Word to your mama. Just kidding. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to just keep this one brush going here. This one actually isn't the best. I'm not gonna use that one. We got some that have a sort of a perfect size that kind of fits the letters to a T. It'd be funny if we didn't even end up painting a T. I don't even think there's a T. Oh yeah, there's plenty of T's up there. So, all right, next color is the Princess, or I'm gonna say the Prince Purple from now on. So, as long as this one lasts. I mean, the next purple I get might be, you know, who knows what gimmick they'll come up with for that one. So, woo-wee. All right, so there we go. So, yeah, so it was like she invited me over, and you know, it's like, you know, this girl gave me the painting, of course, in case you didn't watch part one, but I think it was part one. Yeah, it was part one of episode 3. And she, you know, it's like this weird guy just laying on the couch, like they're watching like Parks and Rec, and I was thinking like wait a minute, what am I getting into here? What's going on here? What's this? She had, you know, like I was saying before, it was like she had tequila, and I was like, do you have wine? No, she said she had wine. I was like, well, I bet she got tequila too, because apparently tequila wine bars are a thing. So she busts out this wine, and you know, it was definitely like, it was like Carlo Rossi or something. It was, you know, I was like, damn, I'm definitely gonna get a headache from this probably. And then she didn't even have any glasses either. It's like, you don't have Dixie cups? I could run down to the store. She's like, no, it's okay. You know, so we're sitting there drinking Carlo Rossi out of a crazy straw, sharing it. I don't know where these two mouths have been, but I'm not trying to be, you know, square or whatever. So we're starting over with the light pink. I just happen to have like a light pink in there, so there's a big enough difference. I figured, you know, pink's really not even technically sort of part of the spectrum, I guess. Apparently, from I was reading that on some kind of trivia thing. It's basically like it's like a not even real color, supposedly. I'm like, how's that? It's like your brain sort of makes it up or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's one of those things. It's like it's a mystery. It's like how they don't know how it's sort of like anesthesia works. Like what kind of stuff is that? We're getting put to sleep, and they don't even know how it works. It's a good thing though, because I needed some oral surgery, and well, that would have sucked getting done freaking awake. So we're watching Parks and Rec, drinking Carlo Rossi. You know, so then this guy's like, keeps looking at me kind of funny. I'm thinking like, does he want me to come over? Does he want me to come over or something? What is the deal here? So it's just like, I was like, man, I just gotta get out of here. I was getting a headache from, but then she started rolling these cigarettes she was like flavoring them with, I don't know, it's like dried basil or freaking Italian seasoning. It was very fragrant, and you know, it's just, I was like, man, I haven't eaten all day. Or maybe it was just a few hours before, but I felt like I hadn't eaten all freaking day, so I was like, I'm out here, I'm gonna go get any kind of fast food, the closest one there is. And I'm gonna go home, go to sleep. Uh-oh. This pink is really gonna freaking blend into this. People are gonna, it's gonna look like never decreases ROM. It's like, what's this, a computer freaking joke? Dang. I should have really left this one alone. Maybe if I get globular enough here, see? Maybe. Okay, see? I bet when that dries, it's gonna look phenomenal. That's kind of an exaggeration, a little sarcasm there for you probably, but I'm really hoping it's really more sort of hopeful. Hopefully speaking. Where's that term? I already forgot the freaking term. Wishful thinking, there you go, wishful thinking. That you can see that P, or F. See, I'm thinking about the freaking, those yellow peas I know people are thinking about. Talking all kinds of mess. Alright, so we're gonna skip the S obviously. And then the next color in line is just straight up red. Or what they like to call candy apple. Or candy apple, well, I won't say it, it's probably better for sort of an adult joke party sort of thing. There we go. That's going on real nice. I'm getting a steadier hand here. There we go. See, the red really contrasts real well here. See, I'm just getting globular. Boom, see? I told you this would be fun. I mean, it's fun for me. Hopefully maybe it's fun for you to watch or therapeutic. I really hope I'm freaking low enough here because this is crazy. I'm gonna step back because you never know. Like I said with this technology, man. So yeah, that Color Rossi really did give me a good number on me. See, that was not a good night. I woke up the next morning. I was like, Carlo Rossi, how could you do this to me, Carlo? And I freaking took some drags off the freaking cigarette, which is like stupidest freaking thing you could do. But it's like I was all wind up. I mean, and then I was drinking it through a crazy straw, so it's like even more freaking crazy feeling. So, all right, orange is next. We got, of course, it's outrageous orange, because it can't just be freaking normal. Can I just get orange, like citrus orange or something? All right, shoot, cool. We got easy letter here. We got a little curvy there. So you're probably not seeing things. See, again, this orange color actually stands out quite well compared to this. Well, obviously you can see that pretty good. Because as it dried, I was sitting there looking at it. Took a while, but I was like, yeah, it looks good. That looks good. It's acceptable. We're going for acceptable, people. We're going for acceptable here. D+, baby, D+. Let's see. Sometimes it's hard to tell things. See, there's a little corner where I got really globular. It's still wet. Eventually I'll be able to get that ocean breeze over there. That D's gonna like that ocean breeze. That D is really gonna like that ocean breeze on it. It's gonna lighten things up. So we got a dark yellow. As you can see, this is getting crazy over here, but they're gonna mind their own business and stay in their lane, so it's all good. See, now that I say C, it all comes, okay, it's the R we're gonna do, not the C. So we got another straight freaking line here. We gotta keep it. There we go. Keep it straight, baby. Keep it straight. You gotta keep it straight. Go up a little bit. From the bottom, kept it straight. Coming across, this is easy to keep straight. And like I said, you can do this at home, but you gotta remember that you own the painting. It belongs to you. It would hold up in a court of law because you don't want to take your mom's, that live, laugh, love 3-piece art thing she got off Facebook. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to go paint that. I would want to paint that. But I wouldn't go painting someone else's live, laugh, love art. So, because then she wouldn't love that, even if it made you laugh for others, and you might not be living no more. So think about that. Live, laugh, love might all go wrong, go haywire. So you gotta be careful with that. Oh man, she already messed up. Oh well, see, that adds character because then I can go through, probably do the M. You know what I'm saying? It's okay that we did that. It's okay. See, we'll skip to the C. The C will be easier than the R, so boom. See, it all worked out in the end. Heck, I might even go back. I might not even go give the ocean breeze to the D. The D can probably do without the ocean breeze. Man, I could use an ocean breeze right now because it's freaking heat waves, man. All right, so we're going for a light yellow now. So yeah, we get the dark yellow. That's orange, dark yellow, and then we got light yellow here. So we're gonna do the C. You know what? I'm thinking the C actually. Yeah, see, we'll start right here. This will be easier. There we go. See. Now this is one. This is one obviously you don't want to stay straight. You want to get as crooked as possible, or not as crooked as like the R, but you know what I'm saying. Or the G. That was a mess. Alright, so I feel like this E is the best one. I put it in the wrong freaking spot. Alright, so we're gonna come back. Actually, so I'm gonna come down. Ooh, see? That's okay. It looks like a C still. Okay, maybe a G. Some people would probably say, oh, that's a freaking G, man. But I'm gonna say, no, that's not a G, that's a C. See? See, it's a C. Alright, so we're gonna jump on the D, or so, I mean, you know what I'm saying, dang it. Alright, so we're gonna jump on that letter right there. You can save it at home if you want. Alright, so we did a light yellow, so the next color is, well, of course, it's a freaking light green. Who would have thought? How's the light green? How's the light green? That's what I like to say. How's the light green? Alright, it was getting a little bit of a skin on there. So I call this like army green. It's like, it makes you think of G.I. Joes. And then the red, that reminds me of the this red and green. Just, oh man, can't help but think of the those flavors, the flavors of for the freaking drink that they made me drink. For those of you who don't know about the towel episode, well, I painted the freaking pattern of a towel that was with me through thick and thin. It mopped up the malaria sweat. I call it the malaria sweat because I don't know. I looked up on WMD or WebMD or wherever it is, and I swear I had malaria. I was sweating like crazy, but I was cold, but then I was hot and sweaty, and it's my stomach. I couldn't eat. I was throwing up, everything. And my mom said, well, I think she was trying to insinuate my ex was poisoning me anyway. Yeah, I jumped over that. She didn't like this girl. She thought she was doing something bad. So, then I had to get a freaking colonoscopy to check my stomach. And the red and green, the doctor was like, all right, you gotta drink this stuff. You gotta drink it like basically all night. Like, you have to drink a gallon of this stuff. Like, I never drank a gallon of anything. And so she's like, it's not gonna go down well, so here, I highly suggest the cherry flavor. Alright, so next letter is the E, and it's gonna be the Cloverfield's green, which is right here. Ding. So, she's like, I hope you can see, I mean, we're getting low, we're getting on them knees and stuff. Alright, so, she's like, everyone says the cherry flavor is the best and helps it go down the best. Because they're going to be drinking this thing all night. I mean, you just might as well pretend it's like a cocktail, but you can't put alcohol in it. I'm like, dang. I was like, why can't we just do like shots of it? No, you have to like do a certain amount in a certain amount of time. And you gotta chug it though. You do gotta chug it. And I was thinking, man, there's gotta be an easier way. You guys got hoses and things? I mean, come on. You got tubes. Things that suck things out. So, anyway, then this other nurse freaking says, I highly recommend the lemon lime. And I couldn't get a consensus. I mean, this is 50-50 here, people. So I'm like, just give me both. And they gave me 2 packets, but they were both freaking cherry. Alright, so next color is the mint green. So hopefully there's enough color differentiation in this. I might just go even sort of a darker green just to, you know what, we're gonna just do it. So mint green is, see, it's definitely mint green, so look at that. It's very minty. It's true to its word, I tell ya. So I'm at home drinking this freaking salty, like, it's like salty cherry Kool-Aid. Like, they didn't say it was gonna be salty. It's like, can I put some sugar in this? I should have just put some sugar in it. I don't know why I didn't do that. Boom, booyaka booyaka 619, hey, yeah, so that's a good one. So I'm sitting there freaking drinking salty cherry Kool-Aid, just on the toilet thinking, man, I really should have got that lemon lime. I should have got that lemon lime. You know, I was just thinking about lemon lime so much, it was like, the next day, they said I couldn't like drink anything or eat anything but, I couldn't consume anything but the freaking salty Kool-Aid. So it's like, as soon as I got done with that test, man, first thing I got was a freaking Sprite. It wasn't as good as I was hoping. I was like, man, it's more lemony than lime. It's not like it's a good, so I need maybe a 7-Up or something, I don't know. But those, it's not sponsored. I hate when people say that. You're watching them. Alright, sorry. I'm gonna start ranting, but we're gonna go for freaking dark green. Got that right here. So, yeah, it's annoying. People be like telling you their, you know, on their vlog, their cookie recipe, their macadamia white chocolate chip cookie recipe, and they take a sip of their Gatorade and they're like, no sponsor. Yeah, no duh. You think you're gonna get a Gatorade freaking sponsor? Like, who do you think you are? Freaking Jabron Lanes? I mean, Jalon Brains? Dang it. See, I can't, it's hard to talk and paint at the same time. LeBron freaking James. You think you're LeBron freaking James or freaking Cheryl Swoops or something? You know who these freaking cookie recipe vloggers think they are. They think they're hot stuff. So, yeah, I am kind of annoyed because I did mess that up, but you know, it's okay because I think what we're gonna do here, real quick, That sure is ugly, but it's okay because ugly can be also considered cute too. So it's like a cute eye. So you know what? That's just fine because I can't really even think of any other color to sort of squeeze in there. See, maybe I could squeeze in the freaking. No, see. I mean, I basically used every color that could sort of fit in there. Mostly. The way I see it. See, yeah, I'm gonna leave that as is. Just gonna go up to full, yeah. See that? Yeah, there's a couple that were, but again, that just gives it character. So we're gonna call it character. So, all right, we're gonna jump into, this might be a pretty good brush. No, see, we're gonna stick with my plan of this brush, and then we're gonna go into, for this one, see, we're gonna do green, purple. We're gonna go up there, we're gonna do purple, green, green, purple. So, just gonna alternate. We're gonna do the bright green, or this Cloverfield green, they call it. So yes, we're gonna do the small, these ones right here. Okay, this will be easy, this isn't as painstaking. I could probably actually use a bigger brush, but I'm gonna try to be a little bit more sort of on the conservative side here. Yeah, it's coming out nice. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about the lines right there because, I mean, we all know they're freaking leaves. They're leaves. You know, and we're doing this out of reverence for the message. Entire philosophy, we're highlighting this. Essentially, I mean, you've seen those memes where this person's like highlights like every freaking line in the textbook. You're like, what's significant? This whole thing? This whole freaking page? This whole block of text? Well, this whole page is significant. And we're not even gonna highlight the entire thing. We're gonna be conservative, like a conservatory. It's sort of something maybe you see in a conservatory. So there we go. See, we're making progress into really livening it up with color here. So I'm thinking I might go over there and do that ocean breeze and do the E as dark as the blue. Man, things are getting dry. I think it's some of these older paints where they were sort of already on the dry side. You need some of that ocean breeze, like that D over there. So we're at the girl's house. I'm at this girl's house, and of course I leave. I forgot to say, yes, before I actually left, she walked me out, which is like 5 feet from where we were, on a freaking mattress in the corner. There wasn't even a box spring, folks. And I mean, again, I'm not trying to judge. I think at one point in my life I was sleeping on just a mattress, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. This is nothing to criticize. Sometimes people have a bad back, and that is, there's certain reasons, or it's just. But regardless, she walked me to the door. Now I was feeling pretty brave, and she was actually kind of like rubbing my back. Yeah, maybe there were some things I skipped over a little bit, but it's weird because there was somebody else freaking there. So, I'm just gonna go over here and go ahead and get these right here. So, yeah, this is the way I'm going. She's like, goes in for a hug. Again, we kind of make eye contact. I'm thinking, okay, this is it. I'm gonna go in for a kiss. I don't even know why I really even wanted to kiss her at this point, because, well, it was Carlo Rossi. Carlo Rossi was very influential. Apparently. Drinking through crazy straws, I don't know, it just changes your perceptions. You think, man, this is like, I feel like I'm a kid. I'm making really bad decisions again. So I go in for a kiss, and it's a little stiff-lipped. I'm like, maybe she, all right, maybe she's, she, whatever, she don't want it. But she kind of gives in and eases in, and it seems like a normal sort of nervous reaction. It's like exciting. It's a Carlos Rossi crazy straw kind of night. With a spaghetti flavored cigarette. At least that's what it kind of came off to me as like. It just made me feel like I wanted pasta or something. She was like, okay. She's like, you know I'm poly. She's like, I'm poly, right? I'm like, no, who's poly? I thought you were a Bethany. She's like, no, I'm polyamorous. I was like, I'm sorry. How long have you had that? See, I thought it was some disorder where it was like, you couldn't find humor in things, because she really wasn't laughing very much at Parks and Rec. And then she really didn't find that funny either. I thought polyamorous meant friggin' some kind of laughing disorder. I don't know why I thought that. It's just, I think I had recently saw some kind of cartoon, and it was like the Joker's origin, which of course in recent times has been explored about this laughing thing. But so I thought she kind of had the opposite. I don't know. I got my freaking medical psychobabble freaking messed up, confused. But anyway, so she explained to me what polyamorous meant. She said, see, I don't really just date one person. I was like, oh, so you're just sort of dating then? You're single. She's like, no, I'm not just with, I'm with basically I'm like, so you're with everybody? She's, no. It took her about a half hour to explain it to me, honestly. Because it wasn't as black and white as I thought it was going to be from the way she sort of first laid it out. So I went home thinking, well, it's like maybe she's going to kiss that guy, do more, or kind of do something, I don't know. So this kind of creeped me out. I was like, so, maybe some people would think, oh, that's like a sort of one of those penthouse forum moments, but definitely not. See, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these green ones. Basically everything's staying dry. Yeah, so purple. So I got this, I'm going the right way, the right direction here. Probably could just use a bigger frickin' brush for this one, but I got green paint on it already, so I'm just gonna go for it. Just finish and just go ahead and bang it out. So see, I went home and I was just like, whatever. I got in and out. I was like, yeah, that was okay. Actually, that night I remember that was like the best In-N-Out I ever tasted for some reason, and that's why I was like. When I had In-N-Out after that, it was like, man, this doesn't taste the same. This doesn't taste the same. It's like maybe I should get it animal style. I don't know what that is really. I've heard of it. I think it's like mustard and freaking onions and some. I don't know. I don't like onions so that's why I always get no onion, light tomato. Because they'll put like, when I've gone there, they'll put like these freaking half-inch thick. You get like basically a half a tomato with your burger. Like, can you just put some diced tomatoes on here? How about you let me get a mixed salad with just the freaking iceberg lettuce and the freaking diced tomatoes. Put that on my burger. Or mix it up with the spread. That'd be a really good idea. See, you could get it salad style. I want an In-N-Out burger salad style. Toss my freaking salad on my burger. I mean, you know, just, because that spread, like, it leaks everywhere. The spread is globular. The spread is globular, like the freaking, like I like to get with the paint. I like some spread, but that's a little much sometimes. That's why they gotta wrap it in a freaking diaper. Like they used to always make things seem like tastier or fancier if it was like wrapped in wax paper or something. I remember my dad would come home with like subs, like not Subway subs. I don't even know where he got these freaking subs, but they were wrapped. They were always wrapped in sort of foil and then some paper anyway. It just seems like, I don't know. It's like it locked in the flavors or something and intensified them. Maybe it's just the quality of meat, cheese, and bread. Who knows? See, now this one, I did say, you know, we're not gonna worry about just freaking staying in the lines. Like, remember the car commercial? It's like, did you stay in the lines when you were a kid? Did you color inside the lines? And their freaking cars swerving all over. Like, this is not safe. Get your freaking Jetta off the freaking road. You're swerving everywhere. That's quite good. Me like you very much. Okay, so we gotta jump into these little ones. Now see, I know I said we're freaks on, and we basically are, because we made some mistakes and we roll with the punches and we keep going. So, and things are popping in my head for possible new ideas, but you know, this is what came into my head as having blue, purple and, you know, green freaking leaves. Again, this is different in tone than the other, and future episodes will be with concepts. There we go. With concepts that will paint, you know, in sort of dreamy, like, you know, abstractness. You know, there will be symbols, words, shapes, colors. This is not as painting. I know I said, you know, before, there's pain in art, and you know, but I said this isn't art, this is painting. This isn't novice art, this is novice painting. You know, it's like you're painting a house, someone's like, no. Well, what are you painting? The house. Why no? Well, you know, they just say what color. So it's kind of the same deal here. It's like, I'm painting over this paint. Well, what color? Well, we'll figure it out. All right, so then down here, we do exactly what we did up there. As above, so below. Surprised there isn't any pop songs with that title or theme. As above, so below. Sounds, you know, like something Madonna would do or something. As above, so below. Instead, she just did like some weird Spanish song. I didn't know you were Spanish, Madonna. She did some kind of Spanish Isla Bonita or something. See how fun that is? See?
You know you want to do it. You know you want it. You can. You gotta get your own painting. You gotta. Thrift store. Great place. When I was dating this girl, I thought she said, she was like jokingly collecting dolphin pictures and art. And she had this wall, which I only saw once. And this is not the Carlo Rossi Crazy Straw Girl. This is before, but oh man, sorry, I'm reflecting on the Carlo Rossi Crazy Straw incident of 2015. You're trying to get the filament tip down there, the tip of the leaf. Lots of accidental innuendo in today's second part of episode 3. I just lay it on there, You lay it on, you spread it out. See, there we go again. And that's completely accidental. Trying to get too perfect. I just at least want to cover. Now, hopefully you can hear you when I'm talking to the freaking painting, but again, that lavalier mic's coming, man. It's coming. I'm doing this right. Okay, cool. Sometimes, man, you get these patterns and you want to have synchronicity. Man, I totally forgot what I was saying about. Man, it's pretty interesting too. But anyway, the Carlo Rossi girl, we'll just call her Polly, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, peanut butter. Thanks. Let me lean on your shoulder there as I get things. See, there you go. Say hi, peanut butter. If this is your first time joining us, hopefully it's not. Hopefully you have some context to this, because you're probably like, what is Santa friggin' doing? He's trying to be cool with sunglasses. What? Yeah, the lights are too bright. My eyes are very sensitive. But to those of you who already know I thought I was colorblind from staring into the sun too long as a child, but I was. And I say was because I have corrective lenses, but I was what they considered legally blind. There we go. Boom. Booyakah, booyakah. Alright. There we go. And do a little rinsing. Use a slightly bigger brush for these big leaves. For the big leaves. Welcome to the big leaves. Alright. See, now I'm kind of torn. Look at that. I'm all out of faith. I'm a little torn. Alright, so, should I do the dark purple? I don't know how that's gonna dry. Yeah. See, look at that. I'm actually gonna cover. Ooh, that's too big. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this eye a little bit better, because it may take away from its overt cuteness, or that's just my way of saying ugly. It's an ugly eye. I mean, come on, we'll just be fucking honest here. Alright. Rinse. Wash and the rinse. Alright, so, blam. We're gonna do the light purple, because it shows up much more delightfully Now again, this is, you know, it's a dark color, but there's going to be, you know, some light showing through. Without the dark, you don't have the light. So, anyway, so, of course, again, I feel like you have to iterate, because if you're new, this voice comes and goes. Sorry. See? Look at that. See? I just get Godler on there and just spread it out. Just spread it out, man. See, this makes me think of the frickin' Fruit of the Loom thing for some reason. I hope no one else thinks that. Of course, the purple part is frickin' grapes. It's like, who's ever seen a purple leaf? Well, in the Joker's world, in the Joker's museum, everything's purple and green. Alright, boom. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do the big one. So we'll do the two big ones. I'll get the small one for the small leaves. So, freaking Polly, it was like 2 days later, I'm like, you know, they didn't pick you at the freaking improv show. Yeah, she smokes funny cigarettes, yeah. She has some guys staying with her. She doesn't have cups at her house. I'm like, it was kind of easy to just say, oh, okay, cool, like, let's just. But then no, she freaking called me or texted me. It's like, we're having a barbecue at my friend's house, and we have a lot of people there, and I was thinking, well, she showed me some of her friends, because she was, you know, one of those girls when we were at the bar, the improv show, she was basically showing me like every freaking picture on her phone. Because at that time it wasn't sort of like passe, I guess. I don't know. Seems like nobody wants to show anybody pictures really that much unless it's like super special. Because everybody's, you know, if you're on Instagram, you've basically seen, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, you've basically seen like every freaking monument and every freaking world landmark and stuff through other people's vacation photos. So, I mean, nothing's new anymore. It's like, oh, Istanbul. Oh, you went to Istanbul. Yeah, so did 40 freaking other people on my timeline. Did you go to Geller? There we go. Oh, see? Well, it's a little bit of a white spot up here. There we go. Oh, see? Almost looks like floral, like it's like a purple lavender flower or something. We're gonna scrape that. A lot of these freaking colors are really gonna get super dry because this thing's been on for so open to the freaking elements for so long. So I'm gonna get that small one again, just like this one. Dry that off. So let's step back. See how that's. See? That's really nice. Like it's super. Just. Yeah, it's just. I just think it's a beautiful use of color. I have to say that. I mean, I hope I don't sound like a braggart, but I just think this was a fabulous idea. And hopefully, you know, maybe you can just follow along at home too. You can just take a page out of your coloring book, or whatever it may be. You could print
like something off the internet that you've always wanted to paint. You could get sort of a poster size painting of, say, the Mona Lisa. You can change her hair to blonde if you want or something. You can give her a 5 o'clock shadow. You can. Yeah, that'd be kind of. That actually might not be too hard. You take kind of a sponge sort of thing. I got one of those. See, somewhere over here. It's like a spongy. It's like a spongy kind of thing. You can just dip that in black paint and just 5 o'clock shadow, Mona Lisa, boom. It's yours now. You did that. Might be an improvement. Who knows? You know. Maybe you can resell it. But you basically do that in the music industry. Music industry has like basically like 12 different freaking melodies or beats, and it's like, I don't know, that's like an exaggeration. I don't know, I remember somebody saying something about, it's like basically all popular music is sort of basically the same. Oops, nope. Did not dip it in there, but that thing is getting dry. Wow, there's a skin on it. Oh well, see? That's why we picked this stuff from Novice Painting Wonderland. It does not break the bank, and I will not. I wish shall remain nameless. But they do sell pretty much everything. So the Poly girl texted me. Not the Polytechnical Institute, but or whatever. Just that's a dumb joke. I don't even know. Polytechnical. Anyway, so the polyamorous girl freaking texted me about this barbecue, and she said there's gonna be freaking fire dancers. They're gonna be doing something. They're gonna be cooking poi or something. I was like, what's poi? Like it's fire dancing. Oh, I was like, oh, I thought it was food. See, because you said, I guess I misunderstood. When you said fire and then she said poi, I was thinking barbecue, because I went there and there was absolutely no food. There was definitely plenty of freaking beer and assorted other things. Like I don't know, they must have been baking or something, because they had all these like things for freaking whipped cream. I remember seeing a chef at this restaurant I worked at. They would use these things for whipped cream, and I don't know, I guess they must have, we're gonna have a cake ready for this supposed barbecue, but I never saw no freaking cake, but there was plenty of freaking whipped cream containers, little metal whipped cream freaking things. I was like, where's the whipped cream? But then I was like, for what though? There's not even a freaking cake. There's no food. There's not even barbecue. There's people spitting. It's like they're barbecuing themselves when they're burning themselves with their fire hula hoops, which is cool though. I was having a good time. I was hanging back and watching them. They were spinning these hoops and they were on fire and stuff. And all in this girl's backyard, but it was a big backyard. It was like one of those areas of town where they're like built back in the freaking. It was like a cow's freaking cow house or something. A ranch, I guess. A ranch house. Pretty cool ranch house. It was cool. But man, that fire, it was hot. It was hot, and it was like freaking summertime. I was sweating. They were listening to some cool music though. It was like, I was surprised that I actually knew. It was like some rap, like late 90s rap. I was like, Wow, this is impressive. Got some Nas on there, girl. That's pretty good. I'm surprised. Because they were a little younger than me. I mean, not much, but, well, some of them were. But one of them, she was closer to my age. I actually went to school with her. Apparently, she took a liking to me. Because she messaged me on Facebook. I asked her if she was polyamorous. I was like, are you polyamorous? Are you polyamorous? And she's like, no, and she's like, you know, it's like, haha, slappy emoji. Is that what Bethany told you? It's like, yeah, I was like, I just always thought, like, sort of back in my day, it was like, you know, there was a different term for someone who would consider themselves polyamorous. There was like a different term for it. It escapes me right now, but there was like a different term for it. Because then looking back, it's basically the same thing, but we sort of called it something different. So it really wasn't new to me, come to find out. So, but her friend, she wanted me to come over because she had this candy that she made. So see, it makes sense now because she makes chocolate or something. It was like chocolate and gummies. She was like a real freaking Willy Wonka there. It was like, so it kind of made sense that she had all those whipped cream things. I don't guess they power whipped cream cans, like the fancy ones. Like if you want like real legit whipped cream. So she was like legit. I mean, she made like these chocolates. Man, I think I just, you know, she invited me over and it's like we're watching Dallas Buyers Club and it was like, and I'm eating these chocolates and I'm like, this movie is really freaking crazy intense. Like, it was so intense, like, I must have just had me so overly powerful, you know, just emotional that I just freaking passed out. With a freaking chocolate in my hand. I mean, it's not like I ate, you know, that much. Like, when you sort of eat like a lot of candy or something, you sort of just feel like, oh, and you just kind of pass out. Like, no, I was like, you know, one minute I saw Matthew McConaughey freaking looking like Christian Bale from The Mechanist or whatever, The Mechanist or The Mechanic or whatever the heck it was called. And next thing I know, I'm freaking waking up to the girl that made the candy, the chocolatier. She's like half naked in front of freaking TV. Just sitting there watching freaking Jane and Silent Bob. It's crazy. It's like I'm sitting here with a half-naked freaking woman watching Jane and Silent Bob Strikes Back. If that ain't freaking Penthouse Story for you, I don't know what is. Yeah, nothing happened. I mean, there was some light spooning and more sleeping and snoring. But the next day, I felt like I ended up sleeping like 12 hours. First of all, like what? I was like, did you slip something into my soda or something? I was like, girls don't do that to guys. They don't need to do that to guys. So, anyway, I ate like freaking 4 freaking sausage McMuffin with eggs, and that kind of hit the spot, and I slept for like 4 more hours, and next thing I know, freaking the chocolatier girls freaking asking me if I could take them to this rave in the desert, this mysterious rave in the desert. It's like you have to drive through a dirt road to get there. I was like, I have a freaking Chevy Cobalt. This thing ain't off-road, let me tell you. It definitely ain't 4x4. It's barely a 2x2. So obviously, we got what we wanted done for part 2. This is epic. I told you this is gonna be epic. There we go. Seems like it always starts through the whole thing, ends at the bottom, ends at the very end. But this is very taxing on the imagination. It's a joke. It's a really bad joke. It's really hot. Heat wave. It's almost over. But you don't care about that. Bottom line is, what do you think, peanut butter, right? Purple, green, and see how, obviously you can see the synchronicity. Now we did mess up a little here. I'm gonna go ahead and actually do that ocean breeze. So you developed a skin, but that's fine. See? Boom. See, and that looks way better. I think this is like one of my favorite colors for sure. I mean, who wouldn't, besides the smell of dead fish and salt and, I mean, who doesn't love an ocean breeze, right? I knew a girl who loved the ocean breeze so much she'd go all the way out there on a whim at 4 in the morning because she was mad. Anyway, I know I'm getting crazy because this is going a little long, but I hope you're having fun novice painting with me, if you're doing it at home. So, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up part 2. I told you this was gonna be a 3-parter. Now these are long form, obviously, but it's great. You can fall asleep to them, you can clean to them, or you can just sit there, veg out. Sometimes you need something to watch while you eat. Think of novice painting when you're hungry. Yeah, so part 3, we are gonna really dedicate this whole thing to the spectrum, the color spectrum. So we're gonna go light pink, pink, red, blah, 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 blah. Right, wrap around like it's connected, then we'll skip. We're gonna try to really alternate every other letter instead of like down here. And then, we'll get a little wild, a little crazy. What wild and crazy kids, remember that? Yeah, see, that's what we're doing. We're gonna get crazy. We're gonna put some things in here, maybe like some rays of sunshine. Maybe we'll put some shapes like triangle, square, circle through here. Whatever comes to our whimsy, if you will. So, thank you for joining us. And obviously, this is going to be instant, so you're going to just snap right over into part 3 and you can go ahead and enjoy the rest of today's paint over on novice painting with me, the novice painter, Jimmy Novice.